Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Unrest from 2006. It's from the first year of the After Dark Horrorfest, it's directed by Jason Todd Ibsen, and stars Corey English and Scott Davis. Unrest was the first film shown on night one of the first After Dark Horrorfest, and I think it was definitely one of the first year's highlights. Unrest doesn't rely on gore, buckets of blood, or even on-screen violence to get its horror across. It focuses on a creepy story and a couple of scenes in a formaldehyde tank to make your skin crawl. And while, yes, there are dead bodies in that tank, they are not the things that make you squirm in those scenes. First thing I want to do is talk about the film's star, Corey English. She also did one of my favorite TV series helmed by one of my favorite creators, Adam Green. The show was called Holliston, and if you can get a copy, I highly recommend it. It's a very funny sitcom for those of you that love horror movies. Now, back to the film. I really do love Unrest and how it doesn't hit you over the head with its scares, which is a rarity in horror films nowadays. Horror films nowadays are almost always chock full of jump scares, and Unrest doesn't do that, and I respect the hell out of that. You also never see the moment the spirit attacks or kills somebody, with the exception of one late in the game low-level incident. Don't cry out hypocrite for me praising one film for not showing the kills when I spent time harshing Dark Ride just a few reviews ago for doing the same thing, but Dark Ride was a slasher film and the on-screen violence and deaths are most of the reasons you see a slasher film. Unrest is not a slasher film. It's a very well-articulated spooky ghost film that doesn't show the ghost, which takes restraint not usually seen in the horror genre, so again, I have much respect for Unrest. This film is just a treat to get to see, and it never does get dull for me. It does claim to be the first film to use actual cadavers in it, but I can neither confirm nor deny this. What I can say is that it really doesn't add or detract from the film at all, so I have no idea why that was so heavily publicized in its marketing. At the end of the day, Unrest is an A- film for me that I highly recommend, especially to fans of older paranormal films like the original 1963 version of The Haunting, because there is a similar vibe here. Join me tomorrow when I talk about the only total stinker from year one of the Horrorfest, a shitty little film called Wicked Little Things that I'm not looking forward to watching, but I am looking forward to shit-talking. See y'all then.